How's it going, guys? My name is Leniman, and we're here for another video. Alright, Force Awakens is just around the corner, and unfortunately, I know there are some people out there who don't actually know a lot about Star Wars, and either haven't seen the movies, or just, I don't know, I don't even know how you do that. But, first of all, if you haven't seen the movies, shame. Shame on you. No. You're bad. But basically I'm going to use this video to tell you about what all you weird messed up people should do if you want to start getting into Star Wars. And even if you like Star Wars, this will help you get into Star Wars more or let you know how to be a real nerd. But basically step 1 obviously should be watch the original trilogy. Just buy it somewhere, find it. I don't care how you get it, just watch it. Watch it. If you can find it in the original version, do that, because the new version's not, I'm sorry that the original version's very hard to find, if not impossible to find. So I wish you luck, but I'm sorry that you have to watch the revised version. It's amazing. Star Wars is amazing. The revised version, nowhere near as good as the original, and some of the changes made no sense, or they were stupid. I'm sorry, I'm off track. I'm letting loose my inner Star Wars nerd. I'm just turning into a rant video. Anyway, after you've watched the original trilogy, think about it, enjoy it, count your blessings that you were able to watch that. But, after that, watch the prequels. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I like the prequels. Do I think they were as good as they should have been? Hell no. They were not as good as they should have been. They should have been much better. Compared to what they should have been, they were absolute crap. They were bad. The effects were just way overused, but once we got into that era of, oh, we can do whatever we want, computer-generated stuff, let's do it. I guess I can understand it, but practical effects are where true true movie beauty is found. But watch the prequels after the original, because the original will get you I can't even say words right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. Watch the prequels, understand original was better. Understand why a lot of us Star Wars nerds hate it. Watch that, and you're into Star Wars. Watch it a few times. Pick up on... Know your important quotes. Go online, figure out the important quotes, or just know the important quotes to begin with. And then, when you're done with that, watch the TV series. They were amazing. Definitely watch the Clone Wars. They were really good. Warning. They start off kind of like a little kid show, kind of. Like, you'd be like, oh no, this is a show for kids, they're stupid. But it gets dark. It gets very, very dark eventually. And it gets really good. And you will have to find the last 2 seasons on Netflix, so don't just assume it randomly ended. It continued in Netflix. After you've watched that, watch Star Wars Rebels, because supposedly that's going to lead into The Force Awakens. A lot of information from Rebels will loop into The Force Awakens. So you'll be like, hey, I know that. I watched the show. Still waiting for several more days till Season 2 starts up again. But, yeah, and after that, I definitely say watch the new trailers. The new trailers for Force Awakens are very good. Supposedly a new one's coming out sometime this season. So, watch that. And once you're all done with that, if you still want Star Wars, which you should if you're human, read. Read the Star Wars comics, read the books. They are amazing. Best book series I ever read, ever. Like, just the way the books were themselves has to be the Darth Bane trilogy. And he's canon! He is canon! Maybe, I don't know if his story technically is canon, but he is canon. Because in Star Wars The Clone Wars, he makes a short 10-minute long appearance in the Clone Wars, and they said the Clone Wars was canon. Also, that's another thing you should probably figure out. Figure out your canon. Figure out what's actually canon. Oh, speaking of canon, play the video games. They're not canon, but they're still pretty good. I don't know what made me think. I think what made me think of that was that they even included the games as not being canon. Anything, I think it was like anything outside of the 6 movies, anything outside of that was like, no. No. But yeah, if you get into Star Wars now, you are in for a treat because there'll be a new Star Wars movie out every year until 2019, and by the time they're done, there's going to be like 11 or 12 Star Wars movies. And knowing them and knowing the money train that this is going to be, there will probably be more eventually, along with a bunch new games, new John Williams songs, which I love John Williams. He's a god. He is amazing. But yeah, I think that's all I have. Just I love Star Wars. You can't see my room right now, but 90% of the stuff on the walls is like Star Wars stuff. Like I have a little shelf that's like a Star Wars shrine. Unfortunately I'm not kidding. For you guys who think I'm weird. I have a giant oil painting of a Star Destroyer of Star Destroyers. Well, basically, there's a lot of stuff going on in that painting. It's an oil painting of Imperial occupation of Naboo. And then I have a big Naboo starfighter hanging from the ceiling. I have a lot of posters, as a matter of fact. That's one right there. Pretty cool trailer. I have a giant C-3PO head. I have a giant R2-D2. I'm sorry. Back to what I was talking about. But yeah, get into Star Wars. It's so good. Don't be those people like, ugh, that doesn't even make sense. That's so stupid. Like, nerds like that stuff. Like, my gosh. Like, what even is that? That's like a weird alien. What is even going on? Don't be that person. Please. Please. And if you are that person, I hate you. You know, I hate you. I'm sorry. I don't hate many people, but I hate you. Don't be that person. But I'm rambling now, so that's all I got for you guys. I'm Leniman, and this is Nerd News. See ya. I apologize. I accidentally did not hit stop, so this is awkward.